On Thanksgiving, my brother, the one who constantly took money but never repaid, lifted his glass. You know, sometimes the people you love the most are the ones who can hurt you the deepest. For years, I watched my own brother systematically chip away at my trust, twisting family loyalty into a personal ATM, but I never imagined he'd go this far. I never imagined he'd hold my private life hostage, weaponizing my hard-earned success against me in front of our entire family. And when he did, when he tried to turn my own parents against me with a stack of papers, that's when I finally realized the game was over. My name's Caleb Hart, and I'm 32. I'm the kind of guy who finds a strange satisfaction in the quiet logic of numbers, the way grocery receipts line up perfectly by date, the simple elegance of everything adding up. I'm not rich, I'm not famous, and I'm definitely not flashy. I run a small bookkeeping practice, just making a steady living, but I like things to make sense. And that last part? That really matters. Because in my family, nothing ever added up, at least not when my older brother, Evan, was involved. Evan, he's a different species. He's the type who thinks a handshake is a contract and a promise. Well, that's just a suggestion, conveniently forgotten when the next surprise car expense or sudden pet emergency conveniently lands in the envelope marked Caleb's patience. We grew up in the same house, sat at the same wobbly-legged dining table, learned from the same parents. But watching us handle a simple coffee shop check, you'd swear we were raised on different planets. My mom, bless her heart, always says Evan has a generous spirit, just a complicated relationship with follow-through. My dad, though, the quiet one with a long memory and a knack for mental arithmetic, he always called it what it was, borrowing without the math. And somewhere between my mom's soft, sympathetic tilt and my dad's resigned, quiet counting, Evan learned a skill. He learned that if he framed a debt like a favor, and a favor like family loyalty, suddenly the numbers would just soften. Come on, man, it's me, he'd say, and apparently, it's me was the ultimate coupon code for free. When I was younger, I didn't see the pattern. In high school, when Evan forgot his wallet and I, a junior with a fresh driver's license, covered our burgers, it felt like a cool, small gesture. When he borrowed $20 for gas, promising to pay me after his night shift, it seemed natural. He was working more, he'd make it, right? But there's this weird line that generosity crosses, and it just keeps on walking, right past the point of reason. One summer, it escalated. He borrowed enough from me, just until payday, just until this client pays, just until my tax refund clears, that my own rent got tight. He didn't see the late fee I paid, the email from my landlord, the hot flush of embarrassment in my stomach. He only saw the relief of another, thanks, you saved me. I'm good for it, before he moved on to the next thing. Thanksgiving has always been our family's anchor. My mom ties an apron around her waist like a superhero cape, and by dawn, the house smells like butter and cinnamon. The parade plays on the small kitchen TV, and the guest list has been the same for years. My parents, Evan, me, our cousin Sophia, the only one who brings a salad anyone actually finishes, Uncle Rob, who still tells the story of the winter of '98 like we weren't all there, and Aunt Marie, who has a knack for wrapping criticism in a shiny ribbon of a compliment. Everyone brings something, pies, bottles, stories. We clink glasses, talk over each other, and for a few hours every year, it almost works. But for the last few Thanksgivings, something had shifted. There was the year Evan forgot to, and then, the part that shocked everyone, watch full story.